It's been a minute since I've done a recovery type post here, but I am in France staying at a missionary retreat center, which was an anchor, a tether, the greatest support I had when my own life was changing drastically, when I was leaving an abusive situation and needing some understanding and compassion and support, which I wasn't finding in a lot of places. And so it is 5.5 years since I've been here, and I'm back, and it's beautiful. Here's just a little bit of the landscape behind me. I'm actually sitting next door to the retreat center. So the retreat center is over there behind this massive chair. Back behind there, that building, it's a chateau, and it's just so beautiful. And I have this year so far, so since the start in January, been doing extra training and study in trauma recovery. It's something I specialize in, I'm certified in, but I want to keep growing and learning. And so I have right now been studying EMDR for the last 3 months, and into April I will finish a certification in EMDR. And in that training, I finally for the first time heard why deep breathing is so important. And I feel like if everyone knew and understood it, maybe we would do it better, more consistently, and properly. So I just did a little 5-minute practice here myself on this little bench that I'm sitting on with this beautiful French background. There were horses walking by not that long ago. And I just wanted to share with you what that is. So our vagus nerve, which more people are becoming familiar with, is connected through most of our body, and it communicates with our brain safety and calm and that kind of thing. And so when we're doing deep breathing, that vagus nerve, whether or not we're doing deep breathing, is always goes down into our gut, wraps around the area of our vital organs, comes up all the way to our brain. So when we are breathing deeply, we're actually trying to put pressure on that vagus nerve down near all of our vital organs, or at least the lower vital organs, obviously, vital organ. And when we do that, when we put pressure on it, it communicates calm to our system. So if you're breathing shallow, you're not touching the vagus nerve, right? We want to breathe deep, deep, deep into our belly, deep into our gut. And there's different ways of doing that. There's butterfly breathing, box breathing, all these different kinds of breathing. With the goal, though, of communicating to our system that we're calm by putting pressure on that vagus nerve, by using our diaphragm, using our oxygen, everything to push down. I also learned recently that just like any muscle that we're building, or even like muscle memory that we're training, that breathing deeply should actually be a regular daily practice, so that when we come to a crisis, a traumatic moment, there's a memory in our bodies of what that is. So I have decided to start doing 10 minutes a day, which I have not been consistent with to the degree that I want, but I'm trying. It's actually on my little checkoff list for each day, to do at least 10 minutes of deep breathing. They don't have to be in a row, so I tend to do 5 minutes and 5 minutes. And I have found an app that I will share in the post here that I've been using that's free, and it's simple, and I might try other apps, but for now that's the one. You don't need an app. I just like to follow. It does a little ding, so I can close my eyes if I want to, which is what I just did. And then you breathe in and you hold and you breathe out and you hold and you breathe in and you hold, and it does a little ding. But you can also watch it and like breathe with the image. So I just want to encourage you to consider that, even if you don't want to set out on like 10 minutes a day of just this intentional deep breathing, to find yourself a practice of being able just to sit with yourself and breathe. The other thing I like about the image is it makes me focus on it, and so my brain isn't just wandering. I do want my brain to be just really right here. Sure, it can go places, and I'll notice, my therapist says, just notice what it's thinking. But I like to also bring it back because when I let my mind wander, it tends to not go to better places ultimately. So when I'm breathing deep, I really want to use that time to be intentionally grateful, to, yeah, be right now in this moment where I'm safe, I'm healthy, I'm in this incredible place. And sometimes I have not been safe or healthy or in an incredible place, but my brain and my body are always going to be where I can turn to find that resilience that I'm working so hard to build. And for me, as a person of faith, a Christian faith, I'm so grateful that I have God who can always be that safe place, always be my tether. I don't have to be in the French countryside, but it's really nice when I am. So that's my encouragement to you today, friend, that you would now understand why they talk about deep breathing. If you're going to do it so that your diaphragm is pushing down on that vagus nerve. Set a timer and just be with yourself. Man, we're so busy. Like, even the idea of 10 minutes a day feels like, oh my gosh, I could be doing so many other things. Really? But I'm not going to do them my best self if I haven't been able to take care of me. So, happy Sunday and happy breathing.